Okay guys, so in this video let's talk about our important data structures called as stack. Okay, so what do you mean by stack? A stack is something which is a linear data structure, of course. Linear data structures, okay, linear data structure. And you can implement stack in C program using two ways. Okay, you can implement in C using arrays or linked lists. Okay, so stack can be implemented in two ways. Either you can go for arrays or linked lists. Okay, so there are two ways to implement stack. Okay, there is no separate data type called as stack in your C program. In C program you have arrays, right? So using arrays you can implement stacks. Okay, but you have certain conditions in stack, guys, and you have to follow that whenever you implement stack. Okay, so first of all, what is a stack? Okay, what makes it unique? Let's discuss about that. Okay, so a stack is something. Okay, let me consider this is a stack. Okay, this is a stack, and which is shielded at one end. Okay, so this is a basically shielded, which means you can't insert any element, or you can't take any element from this end. Okay, this is completely shielded. Okay, but from let's say this is my stack. Okay, this is basically an array kind of structure, a stack. You can insert element only from one end and you can delete from only one end. Okay, what I mean is this end is open, this end is open, so that you can insert elements and delete elements if you want, and this end is completely shielded so that you can't do anything from this end. Okay, so you can insert and delete elements only from one end, and that is a main characteristic of using stack. Okay, so you can insert and delete from only one end. Okay, so the insertion operation is called as push. Okay, so this is a very important word, guys. You should not say insert into stack, you should say push. Okay, whenever you want to say I want to push 5 into the stack, you have to say push 5. Okay, so push denotes that we are inserting something to the stack, into the stack. Okay, and removing something is called as pop. Okay, removing something is called as pop, and pop is something which means that we are removing something, we are removing a single element from the stack. Okay, so you always have to use these two keywords. Okay, you should not use insert or delete, and that is wrong whenever you use stack data structure. Push means insert and pop means deleting or removing a single element. Okay, single element. Whenever you call this pop function, that should delete a single element. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, and both these are performed from only one end. Okay, let's say in the stack let's say I wanna, so what are the addresses I have? So let me say I have 4 addresses actually, which means that I can store 4 elements, right? Let me say this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. I'm just naming the address name. Okay, so this is this will store 0th element, first element, second element, and third element. Okay, guys, so okay, so let me insert let me say push 5. That's my command. Okay, push 5. So I just want to insert 5. So through this area I can insert 5. So I'm inserting 5 here, and so let me name the stack as variable a. Okay, so this stack is called by the name variable a. You know this, right? If you know the basics of C programming, you know what are the names of variables, and you know the conventions to name any variable. Okay, so this stack is named as a. Let's assume that. Okay, so with having that assumption, then this is called as a of 0, this is called as a of 1, this is called as a of 2, this is called as a of 3. Just an array. Okay, we are implementing stacks using arrays only. Okay, so I'm pushing 5, which means that I have 5 stored in a of 0. Okay, so let me push one more element. Say I am pushing 6. Okay, so I am pushing 6 here. Okay, so 6 is pushed. I am pushing 7 to the stack, so I will be having 7 here. Okay, so also, okay, these are my pushing operations. Okay, so these are my pushing operations. Let me say I want to pop an element from the stack. Okay, so what do you mean by pop? Oh, understand that whenever I say push, push 7, push 6. You need an element, okay? If you want to push something, you should mention what which is the element you want to push and what are the elements that you want to push. You have to mention the element also, okay? I couldn't simply say push, okay? I have to say push 10, push 20, push 30, or push 45, push A, push B, whatever it is, but I have to mention an element, right? Then only I can my stack will push into that, okay? But if I want to pop something, there is no need to mention any element. Pop means always remove the first element, okay? Okay, always remove the first element. That is what we mean by pop. If you call pop, then the first element will be removed. But okay, again, this is a question. How do you identify the first element? Okay, how do you identify the first element? Okay, so that is a special pointer variable called as top. Okay, so what do you mean by top? And okay, let's be curious. Okay, what do you mean by top? Okay, so let's explain that in the next video. And in this video we are covering the main basic operations of stack, which is nothing but push and pop. And be curious about it. Okay, think what is top. Okay, what does it do? It's self-descriptive. By the word itself you can understand, and this is very important keyword in stack. Okay, so whenever you talk about stack, there are three keywords which are very important. One is push, another one is pop, and the major one is top. Okay, without you can't expect a stack without a top. Okay, this top is something which is very important. I'll explain about that in the next video. Thank you.